Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, my name is Michael Shu and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the cost of your private pilot's license. However, not the cost of the flights, because if you go to, for everyone that's interested in flying, you'd go check out the flight school. They'd give you a piece of paper like this detailing how much flight time it'll be, how much simulator, how much ground time, and they'll give you a total cost. And the estimate of this will be $17,000. However, just because you save up $17,000 does not mean you'll be able to get your private pilot's license. That is because there are additional costs not regarding to the flight at all, and those are the costs we will be talking about today. So I hope this video is helpful for you. So the first thing that you'll need that's not regarding to the flight at all is hitting the like button and smashing the subscribe button. But after you do that, the next thing you'll need is a headset, because you will not be able to fly without a headset. Every pilot needs their own headset. I use the ASA version. This is my first headset ever and the headset I'm still using, and this is not too expensive at all. These headsets will run you around $132. You could definitely get some that are a little bit cheaper. You could definitely get some in the $1,000 range, the Bose headphones, which noise canceling, super fancy. But if you're just starting out, I'd highly recommend the ASA. They have a lifetime warranty. So this is $132. And everything I'm about to list will be in the description down below. You can find the things I use in Amazon, and these are the best prices that I found for you guys. But the first thing is headset. Next up on our list is an iPad. It doesn't specifically have to be an iPad mini. It could be a regular size iPad or the iPad Pro. However, I really like the iPad mini just because of the small form factor. So it's really convenient, especially when you're flying the plane and trying to pull stuff up. It's just this small. However, you get something bigger, it could be a little bit bulkier and harder to pull out and maneuver when it's in the airplane. And with the iPad, you'll definitely need to get the yearly subscription of the amazing app called FOREFLIGHT. FOREFLIGHT, if you guys don't know, is an amazing app that has all these super useful information. So here you have the maps, you can check different airports, it gives you the ATIS, you can check the weather, file different flight plans, and even have the POH on here. So I'd highly recommend getting this. It'll save you a ton of time. However, if you're trying to cut costs, an iPad and FOREFLIGHT is not needed for a private pilot license. If you guys are trying to save money, you could definitely do without it. I did my private pilots without an iPad and FOREFLIGHT, and I was totally fine. However, if you're trying to get this, I would recommend it. So an iPad mini with 64 gigabytes will cost you $385, and the subscription of FOREFLIGHT will cost you $100 every year. A kneeboard. You're just starting out, you're like, what is a kneeboard? Do I need a kneeboard? Is it essential? Yes, a kneeboard is super essential. I recommend everyone getting a kneeboard if you guys don't have one. I'm using currently the ASA kneeboard, and the thing I really like about this one is it has all these useful information right here. So if you ever forget anything, you can pull this out as a cheat sheet guide, and this will help you. It has the phonetic alphabet, has crosswind calculations right here. It tells you the magnetic course, the flight altitudes, and so this is just very handy. And this kneeboard right here is $16. Next up on our list is the FAR/AIM. Every pilot needs their own FAR/AIM. You could definitely get an online FAR/AIM. There's an app, I believe, for $10, and it lasts you forever because every year it updates automatically. However, I would highly recommend a physical FAR/AIM. That way you can tab everything out. You can even go in and highlight stuff, and I would recommend getting your own hard physical FAR/AIM, and this will cost you, how much will that cost you? This will cost you $16. JEPPESEN textbook for your private pilot's training. You don't need this specific brand. There are other brands that make textbooks similar to this. I believe Glide makes one. I'm not sure if ASA makes one, but JEPPESEN is the one I use, and this has all the information you'll need to pass your private pilot license. And this is where you're gonna be reading out of and doing majority of your studying. And this will cost you $82. So $82 for all the information you'll need to pass your check ride. Charts. Charts are super important, especially if you're not gonna get the iPad, because if you get iPad with FOREFLIGht, it has all the charts in there. However, you definitely need to get physical charts eventually, because in your check ride, the examiner, the DPE, could fail your iPad. So hypothetically situation, your iPad stops working, and if your iPad stops working and you don't have charts, you can automatically fail. So definitely get charts, know how to use them, go through them, see what they look like, mark out where your airport is. This will come in handy. This chart you can get for $10. However, these expire every 3 months, so you'll have to update and get new charts eventually. This is a book that will help you study for your FAA written exam. Doing well on your written exam is very important, because if you do well, your check ride will be smoother. It might not go as long. However, you don't do well, the DPE will see what areas you're lacking in and specifically ask questions and see if you can get those right. So I highly recommend getting a book like this to study. This has all the possible questions that you'll get on the FAA written exam. And I use this and I got 95%, which is really good. So this book right here will cost you additional $20 and you have to pay for the FAA written exam, and that is $90. Not too cheap. Aviation's just not cheap at all. Okay. We also have, boom, chart supplement. Chart supplement is very important. Make sure you got everything out. Tabs are gonna be your best friend throughout aviation training, but just tab out your airports and all the important information, different hotspots. The chart supplement will cost you $9, $10. Let's say $10. $10. Another super useful books are these. I know these are not for the private pilot stage, because I passed the private pilot stage, so I'm using boom, instrument, and boom, this one for commercial. Let's start off with this one. This is the ACS. This tells you all the standards and everything you'll need to know for your check ride. The different maneuvers, the different tolerances. The DP might be even asking you what the tolerances are for a short field landing or short field takeoff. And if you're not able to answer those, he could fail you immediately. So definitely have an ACS. This will be super handy, and the DP will be testing you based on this. So go line by line and ask you questions on different topics regarding to this. That's what happened to me on my check ride. Next is the oral exam guide. So this is everything you'll need to know for your ground portion of the flight. And this is really helpful. I read a lot and I marked and tabbed everything for my private pilot stage. So I highly recommend these two books. Each of these books are $10. So boom, $10 and $20. Together, $20. Last but not least, you have the price of the check ride. So depending on your location and the DPE you choose, the check ride could cost anywhere from $600 to $800, which is not cheap at all. So you definitely want to buy all these books so you can pass your first time. So the cost of all these materials, the iPad and all the books and the headsets, and these are the price that's not even related to flying at all. This is everything on top of your flight training, renting the plane and the fuel. All of this added together is $1,681. Wow, that's crazy. But if you guys found this video useful and found it informative, be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave it down below. I'll answer it to you. If you guys are just starting your private pilot training or just thinking about it, I made a video a while ago about the 5 things I wish I knew before I started my private pilot license. Be sure to check that video out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!